Out of the car, he said, I thought that was pretty good. Well, it is pretty good. You're provisionally P1 right now. David, it seems like Worldwide Technology Raceway is really your place. Been here twice, both on the podium, and now you just laid down that qualifying run. Take us through your run first.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely did a really good job, I think, with the setup. You know, missed it a little bit, but it's so hard to judge with temperature changing and the track being so green. So we did a really good job, and for sure there's a little bit of time left in it, but I think coming from practice one, I think it was pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate we're going earlier than everybody. I think the temp will still drop, but I think it was a pretty good time for us. I'm really happy with it.
Could you have used more racetrack? I feel like you used every inch of racetrack possibly available.
Yeah, it was definitely getting a little bit close. Definitely those exits to 2. Had to kind of wait on the deployment from the hybrid a little bit. I was pushing it. We were getting close to those walls. We wanted to make sure that it was a good run. That's
what it takes to qualify here with the NTT IndyCar Series. Nolan Siegel.
Winner here with Dylan.
Yeah, and he has been watching and is walking towards his car now for his attempt to qualify. So what have you seen so far from the guys that have been out there about maybe how sketchy it looks?
Yeah, I mean, it looks similar to practice. I think some guys look like they're understeering a little bit more, or maybe going the other way. Maybe the wind's picked up a little bit. That's what we're trying to watch on the timing stand. But you know, everyone's so different, so it's hard to glean something from a non-team car. We've tried to make some adjustments on our end. I think hopefully the PPG car is going to be nice here for qualifying. We were maybe a little bit off to start, but yeah, we'll see what we got. I'm excited to go out.
Is this more of a challenging gateway weekend just with the new change in downforce and that sort of things, or is it always one of these places that's pretty tough?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, normally I would say sometimes when you don't test, it's actually nice. I think in this instance, you know, we didn't run here, so Will ran at one point, but we didn't run the entire team, and it looks like the guys that tested here came out pretty strong. So we're playing a little bit of catch-up on the 2 car. But, yeah, it's difficult with all the changes, like you said. The car's, you know, completely different from a weight, downforce standpoint, tire standpoint. So, yeah, we're just trying to assess things as quickly as we can.
Thanks, Joseph. Nolan Siegel ended up 5th, by the way, Kev.
And Newgard
qualified in the 5th spot for now. So what's it like coming back to a place for the second time? You don't get to do that very often this year.
No, not at all. I mean, it's good to be back, and you know, qualifying on ovals are always a lot of fun. Obviously, high pressure, and yeah, I think our lap 1 was actually pretty decent, and then we did a mistake on the lap 2, which kind of pushed us wide and picked up some understeer, so it kind of ruined the lap 2. I think we could have been a little bit better than that, but that's how it goes sometimes, and we'll see where we stack up.
All right, thank you very much, Linus. He sits 5th right now, guys. How much have you been able to benefit from kind of a oval super sub like your new teammate?
Yeah, I think it's great for all of us who have gone on the team. It brings a great energy, brings a lot of knowledge on ovals, and for sure I'm trying to lean as much as I can on him. You know, I'm not scared to say it. I'm still new on ovals, and I still a lot to learn. So yeah, sometimes you learn the hard way, but today I think we did a decent run. We'll see where we are at the end, but I'm proud of the boys, proud of the team we are, and proud of the work we do.
Junko Hollinger's fast right now, sits 2nd and 3rd on the board.
The first driver to hit the 180 mark, that's Felix Rosenqvist. 1-2 for Meyershank Racing right now, and you just told me that felt like a fast lap. What set you apart there?
Yeah, pretty solid run. No major mistakes. A little bit understeer first lap, and I feel like I tweaked the car a little bit for the second. Yeah, looking good so far. We have a nine-place grid drop, so we need to be up there. So I kind of gave it everything I had. It felt like a solid run, so we'll see how long it lasts. There's still some really solid cars left here, so we'll hang tight.
He gave it everything he had. That's Felix Rosenqvist. Joseph Newgarden was busy inside that Team Penske number 2. We got your thoughts before qualifying. Now let's get your thoughts afterwards.
It's a good run for us. You know, the team did a great job. I think we're going to get hit by a car here. That car was really good, really good. I was super happy with it. So I think probably, you know, 1-2 is the differentiator. You know, and that's where people are going to make this up. Most people are pretty flat through 3-4. So yeah, we got really close. I wish we were a little bit closer, but it was a really good effort from the team. Super happy with the PPG car, like I said, so ready to race.
Thanks, Joseph.
Kirkwood, as we try to move around a busy pit lane here, sits in the 5th spot right now. How'd you feel about your laps?
Yeah, I mean, they're okay. The laps that I ran were kind of all right. I wish I would have been able to adjust for balance a little bit quicker, but that's the nature of oval qualifying, right? You get 2 laps to get it done, and I adjusted a little bit better for the second lap, but at that point, the tires are already going away from you a little bit. So relatively happy. Obviously, a couple of the cars that were ahead of us that are relative, I guess, teammates were a little bit quicker, and we kind of adjusted based off of their feel and maybe tipped it over a little bit. So we'll go back. Right now, we feel somewhat comfortable inside the top 10, I would assume. So decent day. I don't think I've ever qualified in the top 10 in an oval, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it's gone all right.
All right, one more IndyCar to go. That's Colton Herta, but he is after the car on track. Pato Award.
Scott McLaughlin, provisional pole right there. You made it look easy. I'm going to guess it wasn't as easy inside the car. What was going on? How were you able to pull that off?
No, I'm very lucky. This printer wagon, this Dex Imaging Chevy is very fast. Straight from the truck today, the guys gave me a great car, but yeah, I made a little error on some procedures that I'm a little bit peeved about, but I'm glad it's we still did a really good time. We'll see if it holds up. I know it's going to have to be pretty strong to beat, Herta and my teammate, but and whoever's left, Hello, Dixon. We'll see how we go.
Strong time for Scott McLaughlin.
Down here already evaluating the damage to the rear of this 26. Colton has stepped out of the race car. So what did you feel there that led to that spin?
Yeah, just broke loose. Unfortunate. I think that first lap was decent. I don't think it was going to get us a pole, but I think it could have gotten us in the top 5 there. And then second lap, yeah, I don't know if we just wore the tires too much or what happened and just let go pretty early. And that's all she wrote, unfortunately. Sucks. Cambridge Honda seemed like it was going to be good, but I think we were maybe a little bit just too aggressive there.
And it looks like you hit it fairly square. I mean, how did the car drive back to the pit area? Did it feel like there was more damage than just to kind of the gearbox area?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the right rear was bent, but it's not bad. We'll have to see. Hopefully there's no problems with the engine. I'm sure the gearbox is destroyed. And obviously rear wing attenuator, but hopefully there's not too much for the guys to work on so we can get out for night practice.
All right, thanks, Colton. Yeah, they do have one more practice at the end of today, so some time.
Provisionally 8th on the board right now. He was the fastest of all the Aero McLaren cars, and you just told me you thought that was a consistent run. Did you feel like you had any more, or are you happy with consistency?
I think I had more on the first lap. I guess I misjudged a little bit on how much to attack. I would say. I don't think I pushed it to its maximum. But it was a consistent run. If you get too greedy, you'll get exactly what happened to Colton. So I think at some point you need to pick where you wanna really risk it. And just in practice, I wasn't so comfortable, to be honest. So when you're just a little bit in that back foot, you always think twice before you actually take a big risk. And yeah, as long as we had a good, consistent, solid run, I knew guys had in front of us penalties, so we're probably going to stay. I'll probably say we're going to stay exactly where we are. I know there's 3 cars to go, but 2 of them got penalties, and I believe Felix in front of us is coming back, so we'll probably stay just where we are.
Would you say that was a major improvement from practice?
No, I'd say we're probably right there where we were in practice, and I can't remember what we ended, 9th maybe or 11th. So we're maybe a little bit better, but yeah, we're making small steps forward, not as big as what we would have liked.
Pato Award provisionally 8th right now on the board.
We found a happy car owner. Mike Shank has both his cars in the top 3. Felix Rosenqvist has an engine change. But regardless, both cars have been fast all weekend. What's the secret? What makes you guys so good here? I know Malukas obviously gets around here pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we've been quick on ovals this year, which has been great. I mean, I give a lot of credit, obviously, to the Andretti Technical Alliance, the basis of that, and obviously a well-put and well-executed. There's more going on back in the garage pre-qualifying to get these cars optimum, right? And I think there's quite a sequence that we got right today, and same with the drivers. The deployment of energy now is really interesting, and you can see all kind of tactics now that we have it on television too. So I'm super proud of where we ended up today.
Well, and qualifying in the heat of the day is one thing. We're getting ready to do night practice, right? How much do you guys anticipate things being different as far as what you need from the car?
It'll be different for sure. We have a plan, though, so that's a good thing. So we look forward to seeing we're going to do a little highline practice first, then we're going to go to actual practice. So I look forward to it. Yes, Felix has got to take a 9th place, but we're getting it out of the way. Malukas is really strong. We love the kid. Despite all the stuff that came out this week, we still love him. We're glad he's here. And lastly, we put a sticker on. We lost my mom about 10 days ago, and we miss her. And we got the stickers on the car, and she's got a little guardian on us, I hope.
Yeah, sorry for your loss, but always good to have the cars being fast in her honor. Thanks, Mike.
Yes,
back-to-back poles at Worldwide Technology Raceway for Scott McLaughlin and the Team Penske 3 team. And this time, you get to start on the pole. How much of a joy is it to know that you got it done, not once, but twice back-to-back right here?
Yeah, I'm so stoked. We rolled out of the truck today. The Dex Imaging Chevy's been great. I'm really proud of we had a procedure and went through it and got it done, and just makes me proud of everyone. But end of the day, tomorrow's payday, and we'll make sure that we're on top of things. But proud of this whole group, and yeah, we just want to. Don't sleep on us. We're coming, and I want to make sure I get myself back in this championship.
How important is starting position here at Worldwide Technology Raceway?
Oh, it's huge, and ultimately getting a pole without, having an engine penalty as well is a big deal. So that's what happened last year, and we found out the hard way. Being stuck in the middle there was really tough, but. We'll do our best with strategy, find our way forward, and hopefully we can bring home the win.
He was on the pole at Iowa. He was on the pole this race last year. It's Scott McLaughlin on the pole of the Bommarito Automotive 500.
And the first four. It is 4 poles this season for Scott McLaughlin. Herta has 3. Palou has 3. And this is how qualifying ended up, which is not necessarily the race lineup coming up tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern on USA and here on Peacock.
Some usual suspects up there. No surprise, Joseph Newgarden is up there. All 3 Penske's are strong, but great to see both Meyer-Shank cars as competitive as they are. And how about Romain Grosjean outside of row 4? Great top 10 qualifying for him.
You see championship contenders there, mid-pack and beyond. Dixon is one of those that will have to drop back. Pato O'Ward is going to get to move up just a little bit. Connor Daly making his debut, finishing the season in the 78.
Tough squad day for RLL. You see Lundgaard there, row 12. Fittipaldi up there in row 9. Graham Rahal was 16th.